Welcome back, guys. We are kind of making money now. So this was obviously a very, very good fiscal thingy. Then we had a less good one, and then it's looking up again. So we have a little bit of money to work with. Not a lot, but a little bit of money. But basically, in between episodes, as I said in the last one, I let the game run for a bit. But I also did monitor the line some. I sold a couple more trains on the in the cargo section, and I sold a few trains in the passengers services as well, because they're just not making money. So I sold a few trains there as well, and that seems to have really helped. Some of the frequencies are absolutely horrendous now, but hey, if it saves us money, it's good. Now, in order to keep this good trend going, I want to focus on cargo, because passengers don't make money. And as I see it, there are three ways that we can try and optimize our cargo. So obviously, if we take a look at the finances again, the trucks are losing tons and tons of money. They're really not money makers. And one of the reasons, of course, is that they often go empty half the way, which is not ideal. So that's one of the ways that we can do something about this, is optimizing some routes. And one of the obvious ones is right here in Murfreesboro, where we have trucks coming down with products to Murfreesboro and delivering them down here on this truck line. Now it has a rate of 200. Murfreesboro does not need, well, it almost needs a rate of 200 right now, but it's not getting the goods because we're not producing enough. But we have our food production right here, where we have a food delivery line doing a rate of 449. So why don't we take our trucks that deliver stuff to Murfreesboro, tell them to go pick up the food, bring it back there, and then kill this line. That's a way of improving or optimizing our truck's performance a bit. So that's something that we can look at doing. Then the two other things I see it as I see it, there are three options for fixing our problem. We can increase the amount of goods that we produce so that we can deliver more, which is I'd say the preferred way of doing it. So if we could get another food factory going, or food processing plant going, get another goods plant going, and deliver more that way, that would be very helpful. The other way is to reduce the capacity of the box delivery trucks, because if we take a look at our box delivery trucks, where are trucks there? We need to switch to cargo. So for instance, let's see, truck delivery. So for instance, let's take a look at one of these down here. Box to Miramar, and that's not a good example. Box to Newark. It has a rate of 352. That's not Newark. It's Newark. It's down here somewhere. There it is. It has a rate of 352, which is fine because Norwalk needs a lot of goods. But we are not producing enough goods to deliver it. So we could reduce that to, say, half the capacity and do that for basically every town and save a lot of money that way. So save money by cutting rates in half on our truck lines is also a possibility to make money. So there is increased production, reduce rates on the truck lines, and optimize our truck lines. And it's probably going to be a bit of a combination of all three that we're going to do. But I think increasing production and optimizing are the two preferred ones. Because if we do that, we don't need to lay off as many truck drivers. So yeah, that's my thinking. We're going to let the game run slowly. And we're going to grab this truck line. Actually, we're not going to. Are we going to let the game run slowly? Because we have a bit of money right now to work with. So hold on just a second. This truck line, we'll manage the vehicles on that. And we'll put all of these vehicles on the Murfreesboro box delivery line. And delete this line, which we'll do in a second. But we have obviously have way too many vehicles on this now. So we're just gonna follow them all their color, which is this one, I think. And we're going to sell the Cascadias, I think. Yes. And that takes us to a rate of 396. But we are going to manage the line as well. Because after Spruce Street, you're going to go here to Murfreesboro North and pick up food. And you can load food, unload nothing. So there, and that takes the rate down a little bit more. There's still a Cascadia left. Yes, dispose of that. And then we'll just clone until we have a rate of 400. Which is right about there. So that'll optimize that sum. Because those trucks will now be carrying something both directions. Which is great. Oh, and up here, and that's not where I want it. Well, we want, first of all, to make sure that you are on your own line, and we want truck delivery food Murfreesboro, or your own terminal. We'll manage that line and delete it. And then for this line, we want to make sure that up here you can unload food. So there. That's one little optimization that we can do. Is it gonna rock the world? No. But it's better. It's better. We can also save a bit on costs by deleting stuff that we don't need. For instance, that. And there is actually this entire railroad track going down here, which we could delete as well, because we don't need it. So that's also a money-saving way. Yeah. Alright, let's let the game run for a bit. Alright, so it's looking reasonable. It's looking reasonable. The water, funny enough, it really dropped there. Else it had been pretty consistent with the around the 20 million. And the water is, of course, something that I want to optimize as well. But let's see. Can we find other places where our trucks that are delivering to cities could pick something up and that's going back? And I'm sure we can. Somewhere. I'm not sure where, though. I'm not sure where. Actually, I'm not at all sure where. Whatsoever. But it's something to consider. Now, I was talking about changing these ships up. So if we just manage the vehicles here, we have 22 vehicles on this line that is going Syracuse to San Antonio. They're not even going up to Fort Collins because the trains are managing that. But we could add them to go to Fort Collins as well, which might not be the worst idea. But I think what I want to do is what I've mentioned a couple of times, and basically make them point to point. So that we had 22 ships on this, so we could have another route going Syracuse to Tallahassee, and a route going Tallahassee to San Antonio, and just put 11 ships on each. And I think that's a good idea, because then they won't be carrying stuff to places that they absolutely have no business carrying stuff. So I think we're going to try that. So pause. Let's make a new line from there. And the game was not going to like that. Oh, it actually didn't complain too much. So there. This is probably going to complain about. Yeah, it's complaining a little bit about that, to say the least. All right, there we go. And we are going to call this cargo ship delivery all Sir L. Okay. And then we're going to take these ships and we're going to put them on new lines. Surtel 1. No. Surtel 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 6. Seven. Okay, and we need 4 more. But we'll just go to the line. Manage vehicles. There should be 15 left here. Yeah. No, there are 11 vehicles on that. That's because it's the oil. This one. Manage vehicles. Yeah, so 15. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Put you on all Suetal if we can. We can if we go down here. All Suetal. There. And then we are going to manage this line and tell it to not go there or there. And we are going to rename it to Alsan. All right. Now that is obviously going to cause some chaos for these ships. But let's hope that they'll figure it out. And I'm going to do an experiment here on this one and wait to do the other one down here and the one up here, because let's try it once, see if it works. If it doesn't, then we can always go back. No harm, no foul. All right, let's let the game run a bit. But it is looking better. It is looking better. And actually one thing I want to do on these 2 lines as well. Also tell, manage vehicles. I think we can afford to do this. Replace them with the Merlin. Or 326 30 kilometers an hour. 2 compartments. But this has 4 compartments, and it can carry a bit more, and it is faster. So we are going to replace those. And you know what? Let's... I know it's not necessarily important, but let's make them that color, I guess. And then we have up here Altan. Manage vehicles. So it has a rate of 349 right now. We're going to replace it with the Merlins. That gives us a rate of 426. And we obviously need higher rates on this. What's the frequency? 7 minutes. Clone those. All right. What's the frequency on this one down here? And rate 836, 852. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right. So that's done, and we spent 96 million, and we still made a profit of 14. That's not half bad. That is not half bad. But of course, it means that we're probably going to be in a hole for a little while. But I can live with that. I can live with that. And we actually have more money now. So if we take a look at our box lines. we have some, for example, these two are okay. I want them to have high rates. This one could do with a better rate. But let's take a look at, let's actually do like this. So box to, oh, what's it called? It's over here somewhere. It's over here. Burbank. Burbank. I think we can do away with half these trucks. So Burbank has a reasonable amount of demand, but we can't meet it. So if we manage these vehicles and say get rid of half of them, that'll save us some money. Jesus, we have 16 on that. So those. Okay, Box Centennial is, I'm okay with that demand. Box Concord. You don't need to have that many trucks, so manage vehicles. You have 14, we'll take you down to 7. You have a rate right now of 400. So I did say that we wanted to try to avoid firing truck drivers, but I don't think we can avoid it completely. These ones that are way overfed compared to what we can deliver, they need to go down. They just do. Manage vehicles, and probably need some updated vehicles as well. And I do think that it's worth maybe putting the new trucks on there that only do 70, but we never have them full, these big ones, really. So it might be worth doing that as well. Box CSP. Look at that, we have 100 million again. Managed vehicles. We're going to reduce again by about half. Anyone who has close to, whoops, 400. Rate, I think we're going to reduce to about half, because they just can't handle it. Well, we can't handle it. We can't deliver as much as they would like, or as much as the cities would like. But we don't have to deliver as much as the cities would like. It's not a matter of fulfilling all the town's demands completely. It's a matter of delivering everything to everywhere. All right. If my voice sounds a little raspy, it's because it is a little raspy. All right, so there, that is better, I think. We have done some stuff. We are making money. We are again making money. The ships are probably going to struggle a little bit because of what we did with the splitting up of the line. But that's okay. That's okay. What's the rate on this again? 836. And the frequency. 4 minutes, so we could double up on this, which might not be a bad idea. Might not be a bad idea. We'd have to do it twice, though. And we need to put in maybe one for San Antonio to Fort Collins as well. But we don't necessarily need to do that. We don't necessarily need to do that. Oh, we're in the red. Let's see. Yeah, the ships are struggling a little bit now. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. Is the date paused now? We are in the future now. So that's exciting. That's exciting. But okay, we have a little bit of money. Now, I'd really just like to start to deliver to these three as well. Because that basically means that we're delivering to everywhere, I think. Except Hampton. Poor old Hampton. It really needs to grow. But we're going to deliver to Hampton from here. And we need to get, of course, passenger services going for Hampton, Murfreesboro. Yeah, Hampton, Murfreesboro, and Fort Lauderdale. Which we will get going as well. But not right now, because right now we are in money management mode. And it's looking reasonable. It's looking reasonable. Ships are losing money right now, but that's just because they need to sort themselves out over here. That was our big money-making ship line. So if we just cargo, ship, balance. Yeah, so this is now losing money, but it just needs to a little bit of time to sort itself out. Just need a little bit of time to sort itself out, and it'll be fine. Why don't we have a? Where's my? Oh, ship delivery all yourself. I don't feel like I saw that here. I don't. Well, how's that line? Cargo, ship, delivery all. Oh, you have that one? Where's that line? What? There it is. What? CRG. CRG. Weird. Let's rename it. Cargo, ship, delivery, all. Here. Hell. Will it show it now if I filter? Yes. Okay, so there's a little bug there, I guess. But yeah, those are now losing money, but they will start making money again. Just need to sort their stuff. Alright. Oh, we're definitely in the red. Oh, we did lose quite a bit of money in the last one. Our expenses on the road actually went up, even though we sold a bunch of trucks. But that's okay. Now, one thing we didn't check is this one. Yeah, it's losing money, but it also needs some time to just sort itself out and figure this out. Oh, it is terminals. Yeah, they're all on one terminal. I hate that. I really, really hate that. Why would the game not just put them on separate terminals all on its own? I do not understand. If there is a free terminal, use it. It's really annoying. As in really, really annoying. It's an incredibly frustrating. But this should fix that. And it was losing money. It was losing quite a lot of money, the old line. But now we will be making money. We will be making money on that line. I am fairly certain. Because it will bring food back down there as well. And machines when we get some. So that's very, very good. And we're almost in the green again. But I think it's almost maintenance time. Yeah, there it is. But things are looking up. Things are looking up. Yeah. Come on, trains. Get in there. Let's open you again. Just have a little look here. So the trains are looking better. Still not great though. But I think we simply need more production. And if we can get to a point where we're actually have the money to do it, we'll add more production for sure. Now the Hopper Central is still by far our biggest moneymaker, by far. But some of the others, they get up there as well to 50, 60, 70 million, sometimes even 90 million. I've seen the Flat East at one point. So they will get there. They will get there. They just need more products to haul. And we will get them more products to haul. But for now, we are out of time. So we will continue on in the next one. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, why not leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.